Liverpool have been destroyed in France today by Toulouse, and the game has gone ahead to end in favor of Toulouse, 3-2. Though Liverpool pulled out, obviously try to play and get what we call a late equalizer, but it was ruled out by VAR after McAllister found himself in a position of really holding that ball before he obviously shoot it at the goal or all directed a pass to it that obviously goes to that position where the Liverpool player, I think it was Darwin Núñez, are going to hit obviously put in the equalizer into the final minutes of the game. Welcome to this channel. Rock and David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Before we obviously dissect everything that really went ahead to happen to that game and very many other UEFA Europa League games that are going ahead to be played, smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, subscribe. I'm repeating it because I know that we are really not far off from obviously getting to where we deserve to be as far as hitting 18,000 subscribers is really concerned. Now, in the 36th minute, Aaron Donham scored. Then Dalinga went ahead to obviously put the second one in the 58th minute. Then there was an own goal coming in from Christian Casares in the 73rd minute. Then 3 minutes later, Frank Magri went ahead to obviously make it 3-1 in favor of Toulouse. And Diego Jota went ahead to score a very brilliant goal in the 89th minute. And that's how the game of football really went ahead to end for the side of Liverpool. And I think it's all tears for the side of Liverpool. And I know their fans are obviously mourning because they wouldn't like their game to obviously end like this. So let's go to the match stats and see who dominated, who had more possession, and who went ahead to obviously put in a shift that saw to it that everyone saw Liverpool being banged and obviously buried to the ground. 11 shots by Toulouse. Liverpool had 19. 5 shots on target by Toulouse. That means they went ahead to obviously average 5, all half of the shots they had on target. Then 4 shots on target by Liverpool. Shows you that they lacked a little bit of composure in front of goal, because you can't be having 19 shots and 4 were on target, meaning that you lacked a little bit of composure into the final third of the pitch. 28% ball possession by Toulouse, meaning that Toulouse was obviously parking the bus and playing a low block. And most of the goals they scored, they hit Liverpool on the break. Then 585 passes completed by Liverpool. That was how they obviously went ahead to obviously figure out the game. Then 72% passing accuracy by Liverpool. Possession. Then passing accuracy 67 for Toulouse, 87% for Liverpool, quite good. 12 fouls by Toulouse and 13 fouls by Liverpool. And 4 yellow cards to Toulouse and 2 yellow cards to Liverpool. 0 red cards to both sides. 3 offsides for Toulouse and 0 for Liverpool. 4 corners for Toulouse and 7 corners for the side of Liverpool. So that's how everything really went in through. And when you look at those stats, it obviously shows you that Liverpool was really in the control of the game. But what Toulouse did, they embarked onto the crowd of support they're having at home, and they went ahead to obviously sit back, and they were really good when it came to transiting in the final third. And that's really what went ahead to obviously cause trouble for the side of Liverpool. And let me show you a little bit of the lineup of Liverpool and how their central defense really looked. Joe Matip was into the mix, and because I'm showing you this because most of you might be asking which team of Liverpool went ahead to start, because I know some of you might not have gone ahead to follow up onto this game. They had Kahela in goal, Joe Gomez right back, Joe Matip on the right side of the central defense, Kwanshi, one of the players developed with the academy, very tall and talented, onto the left side of the central defense, Tsimikas left back, then Endo played as a CDM alongside McAllister and Harvey Elliott, then Doc right forward, Luis Diaz left forward, and Cody Gakpo went ahead to obviously lead the line. But Dominic Soboslai later came on through, Darwin Núñez also came in through, Mohamed Salah also came in through, and Diego Jota came in through, so that they obviously rescued their team from obviously going ahead from losing. But they came in too late. Although the impact was there, but I think when a team is really having 11 players and they're playing at their home stadium, there is no way obviously coming through to obviously stop them. So for Liverpool, although that is going to hate to happen to them, they are still topping the table. Liverpool are having 4 games played. They've gone ahead to win 3, drawn 0, and lost 1. They've gone ahead to score 12 goals, and they've conceded 5, a goal difference of 7, and they're having 9 points. Toulouse comes into the second position with 4 games played, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss, 6 goals scored, 8 conceded, a goal difference of -2, and 7 points. Then Union Saint, they've gone ahead to play 4 games. They've gone ahead to win 1, drawn 1, and lost 2. 3 goals scored, conceded 7, a goal difference of -4, and they're having 4 points. Now, LASK is having 4 games played, 1 win, 0 draws, 3 losses, 5 goals scored, 6 goals conceded, goal difference of -1. They're having 3 points. Now, as I see this group, I see Liverpool in, but the battle is still open for Toulouse, Union Saint, and LASK on who is obviously going to go ahead and obviously top this group, right? On who is obviously going to come in through and obviously top this group. And if at all there is anyone who comes in through top of the group, then it's going to be Liverpool. Then the second slot is going to be the one that everyone is going to be really looking at, right? And it might obviously result into a different game of football altogether, because everything is obviously not going the right way for those teams. But for a team known as Liverpool, I think they only need to win their game at home. And when you look at their next fixtures, they play LASK at Anfield. That is on the 30th of November. So it shows you exactly that they are going to win that game at Anfield and go through, because LASK, I remember when Man United played against LASK, United went ahead to obviously haunt them and beat them hands down. That is it coming in from LASK. So Liverpool versus LASK. Then the other game is going to be Union Saint Golisi, and that's how Liverpool is obviously going to feature into that. So those are the 2 remaining games for Liverpool to play and really see to it that they obviously get where they want to be. I'm seeing people in the comment section. I'm going to reply to you, and let's talk a little bit about Liverpool. Liverpool came into this game of football after drawing 1-1 with Luton Town, and they've gone ahead to lose away from home. And it is not really a good run of games that if I told you a manager of Liverpool, you would obviously want to see your team really act like that. You would love your team to obviously come in through and obviously become and act better for that side. But as it stands, it looks like Liverpool might be struggling all the way to where they are right about now. And let no one lie to you that it's obviously going to end there. It's obviously going to increase, and obviously we are obviously going to get ourselves watching these games of football. But over the weekend, they're hosting Brentford, one of the most stubborn teams, right? They're going to host Brentford, one of the most stubborn teams that have gone ahead to go to the Anfield and really cause trouble. And I think tomorrow, if you're watching in, there is something I'm really starting. One, it's going to be all about coming in through, discussing the games that are going to be played, and then you come on the live video and really discuss a little bit of what your predictions are. Then we see how things are obviously going to pan out. And we call it the Fan Prediction Show. And I'll be reading you all the games, and you'll be really telling me what you think about the results for those games and how you believe they're obviously going to traverse. But for Liverpool, I think they should get back to their gear. Why? If they went ahead to get 3 points, they would have gone ahead to go to, let me see the standings. Liverpool would have gone ahead to go to 26 points, and they would have gone ahead to dislodge Tottenham Hotspur in the second position of the league. So they went ahead to draw. So they need to win and see how other teams are going to transform into the remaining period of the game. But Liverpool has always shown interest in winning the league for the previous 5 seasons. And when you look at how Spurs is obviously performing, I'm one of those who came in through and really said or predicted that Spurs is not going to even complete in the top 4 positions. People are going to see this, and they will tell me at the end of the season whether I was right or wrong. And if at all I'm going to be wrong, I'll be here begging for an excuse from Spurs. Now, let me show you Let me read to you what it means for your Tottenham Hotspur. With Van der Ven injured, James Maddison injured, Richarlison undergoing a surgery, you're having Udogi suspended and Sergio Romero suspended. What does that mean? To me, it means that you are having 8 games to go before we go into the January transfer window to see to it that you obviously getting these players back, especially the 3 games that Sergio Romero is going to be out. For Van der Ven, he's going to be out for some long time. Then James Maddison, we don't know yet. Richarlison out for like 4 months. So they're having some players out of action. So when you are going to play your next 8 fixtures, when you are really having the following teams, right? Let me read to you their next fixtures before we start off the January transfer window for them to save themselves. They are going to play away at Wolves on Saturday. They are going to host Aston Villa on the 26th of November. After that, 3rd December, they are going to play away at Manchester City. On the 7th of December, they are going to host West Ham, that's the London Derby. 10th December, they're hosting Newcastle. 15th December, they're playing away at Nottingham Forest. Tottenham is playing Everton on the 23rd of December. 28th of December, they are going to play away at Brighton. And the 31st of December, they'll be playing against Bournemouth. Now, those are 24 points. And how many of those points are they going to collect? That is the huge question. Spurs were the only Premier League team that was really unbeaten, and they've gone ahead, obviously, coming through and really put in a shift. So the big question is, like everyone is asking, can Liverpool take on Man City? I tell you yes, because for Spurs, I don't see them in the top 4. Why? When you look at the point they're having 26 points. I know Liverpool is going to surpass them. That is it. Then, when you look at teams like Aston Villa, they are 4 points behind Tottenham Hotspur. Newcastle is 6 points behind Aston Villa. Brighton and Manchester United are 8 points behind Tottenham Hotspur, right? Chelsea is 11 points behind Tottenham Hotspur. When I'm reading all those points, you look at them as they're really simple points, but they're really easily added up. That's what I can tell you. They can easily be added up, and these people can obviously put all these teams to sword. And don't be worried. Next, around the 12th or mid-December, when Spurs is out of the top 4, trust me, a team like Chelsea, however much they're struggling, trust me, they're obviously going to have a good run. A team like Liverpool will continue to have a good run. Arsenal will continue to have a good run, and the temperatures are going to be high. And I don't think that Spurs can obviously come in through and really withstand that. So for me, I believe Liverpool are really in for the title this time round, and no one is going to stop them. Now, let's go to the other team that is going to hit to win away. And that is a team known as Brighton. Brighton has gone away in Ajax, and they've gone ahead to obviously win. They've gone ahead to win a game away from home, and that is going ahead to enlighten their chances to obviously qualify. When you look at Ansu Fati, he has gone ahead to play 4 games into the UEFA Europa League, and he has gone ahead to score 2 goals and 1 assist. In the Premier League, he has gone ahead to play 7 and has 2 goals. That is Ansu Fati for you. But today, Ansu Fati has gone ahead to score the first goal away at Ajax, and Simon Andingra has gone ahead to double the lead. And the stats were as follows. Remember, Ajax sacked their manager, and they're really having an interim, but they've gone ahead to win 2 consecutive games in the Eredivisie, but they've gone ahead to fail or to fall into a team that is really very, 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 very good, and that is the side of Brighton. Now, 8 shots by Ajax, 8 shots by Brighton, meaning that they had the same shots at goal. Now, they both had 3 shots on target, and those of Ajax never crossed the line, but 2 out of the 3 of Brighton went ahead to cross the line. 54% ball possession by Ajax and 46% ball possession by Brighton. 533 passes completed by Ajax. Then Brighton have gone ahead to complete 464. 88% passing accuracy by Ajax, and Brighton had 84%. Then 9 fouls by Ajax and 12 fouls by Brighton. 0 yellow cards to Ajax and 2 yellow cards to Brighton. 0 red cards to both sides. 3 offsides to Ajax, 2 offsides to Brighton. 5 corners to Ajax and 7 corners to the side of Brighton. When you look at the table, Marseille is now leading against AEK Athens by 1-0, meaning that they're having 8 points. If at all they win, the game is left with like 12 minutes to end. Brighton is having 7 points, putting themselves clear that if at all they win just one more game at their home, they're obviously going to qualify. Then AEK Athens is obviously is third on the group with 4 points, and Ajax is really last with the number of points I'm going to have to show you. That is 2 into that game. Brighton had the following starting 11 into this fixture. It's a tie. Verbruggen was in goal. Veltman plays as a right back. Milner left back. Lewis Dunk and Van Heckel in the central defense. Prob and Dahoud in the double pivot. Ansu Fati was played as a central attacking midfielder. And remember, when this guy who is the coach of Brighton, that is De Zerbi, was convincing him to come to Brighton on loan from Barcelona, he told him that I was a number 10 and I want to make you the best number 10 in the world. That is it. So he is playing him as a central attacking midfielder, and he's obviously showing in results. Then Mitoma played as a left forward, and Adingra played as a right forward, and João Pedro led the line. Remember, João Pedro has gone ahead to get himself a first international call at Brazil, and that's how they went ahead to obviously look. Brighton is looking a very good team. Amid is losing McAllister, Leandro Trossard, and Moise Caicedo. They're obviously looking better and better and better, and they're doing the best to see to it that everything goes on as planned for that side. And you wouldn't like to see to it that they don't get out of the group stages, because when you look at the English side, they're having West Ham in the mix, you know that. So if they're having West Ham in the mix, they're having Brighton, they're having Liverpool, and they're having 4 teams in the UEFA Europa League: Aston Villa, Brighton, Liverpool, and Brighton. So those are the 4 teams that are obviously representing the English side of the league, and they're obviously doing better and better and better. Now, let's go to other results and how they're going to hit to go today in the UEFA Europa League. We're having where is West Ham is leading Olympiacos by 1-0. Rio Betis 3, Limassol 0. Then Atalanta is leading Sturm Graz by 1-0. Then Molde is leading Haken by 2-1. Rangers is leading Sparta Prague by 2-1. Sporting Lisbon is leading by 2-1. They're playing Rakok Czechoslovakia. And I think those Maccabi Haifa 1, Villarreal 2, RC Rennes. This is Rennes from France. 3, Panathinaikos 1. So Leverkusen, that is Bayern Leverkusen, have gone ahead to win by 1-0. You know where Bayern Leverkusen is. That's where Granit Xhaka obviously goes ahead to play his game of football in. So guys, those are the results. I've gone ahead to coming through from the UEFA Europa League, and you guys have gone ahead to obviously coming through and really have something to say. And let me welcome you here. Roman Traveler, teams have improved seriously. That is it. Teams have gone ahead to increase seriously. And he is Watkins scoring or giving Aston Villa a lead against AZ Alkmaar instantly. Teams have improved. Yeah, teams have gone ahead to improve. And the intensity at which those teams really play at is really well known to the fans of Arsenal. When Arsenal went ahead to play away at, what's the stadium? Sorry, what's the team? RC Lens. The intensity and the physicality was really huge. I've gone ahead to see to it that in France, they're having more physical players. The players are very physical and they play at high intensity. You know, they can run from the first minute to the last minute. And I wish Premier League teams should obviously go in and really get in more players from that side. And I agree with you, Roman Traveler, the teams have gone ahead to improve. Teams have gone ahead to improve, right? So Hello, my brother. Thanks for the update. But can you tell me about Thomas Partey? It's the next video I'm recording next on this channel. So just turn your notification bell on. I'm obviously going to come in through and really tell you the facts about Thomas Partey and what exactly is really happening in his life and what people and the people at Arsenal are really having plans for, especially Mikel Arteta, one of those who might be fed up with the injuries of Thomas Partey and is going to undergo a surgery, and he might not show up until January of this year, meaning that for the next he's going to be out for November and December. So that is it that I can tell you about Thomas Partey, but I'm obviously going to come in through and do a very long video about that. So may the living to God bless you abundantly. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a day. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, Roman Traveler, and Isa, thank you for being part of this channel. The live comes to an end now. We out. Bye-bye.